Fine. So today we will discuss about the what is Snowflake and introduction of the Snowflake. What is the meaning of data warehouse? What is the meaning of cloud data warehouse? What is the meaning of on-prem servers and the traditional data warehouse, etc. Coming to the Snowflake, Snowflake is a cloud data warehouse. I will explain you what is the meaning of this cloud data warehouse also. Snowflake is a cloud data warehouse which is built on 3 cloud providers. Which is built on 3 cloud providers. One is Azure, another one is AWS, another one is GCP. All these 3 are cloud providers. Snowflake is built on top of any one of these 3 cloud providers. As Snowflake is a cloud data warehouse, then what is the meaning of this cloud data warehouse? As one of our student has mentioned, so it is a cloud data warehouse, nothing but a web-based data warehouse. It is a web-based data warehouse. So it will not require any physical servers, or it will not require any physical components to maintain the data warehouse. Just you need to log in into the internet and then start working on the data warehouse. There are no physical components, or there are no physical servers or involved in the cloud data warehouse. So we can call it as a cloud data warehouse, and also we can call it as a Snowflake is a SaaS. Snowflake is a SaaS, nothing but a software as a service. Software as a service. So it can be used for the different business requirements. This Snowflake cloud data warehouse can be used for the different business requirements. We can use the Snowflake cloud data warehouse for the data engineering, for the data analytics, for the business development, for the business intelligence purpose, for the application development purpose, for the reporting purpose also. So what is the meaning of software as a service? This Snowflake itself Snowflake itself a software for your different services. Different services. The exact meaning of the software as a services means Snowflake does not require any hardware or software installations. First thing, Snowflake cloud data warehouse does not require any hardware or software installations. It will not require any software upgrades or any configurations, and it will not require any maintenance. Just we need to take a subscription from the Snowflake and then start using the Snowflake cloud data warehouse. Then we will discuss what is the meaning of traditional data warehouse, and then what is the meaning of cloud data warehouse, and also we'll see what is the difference between the cloud data warehouse. See, in case of our traditional data warehouse, I will take example as a SQL server. For the traditional data warehouse or on-prem server. See, to manage our on-prem or traditional data warehouse, there are so many things are involved. See here, you have SQL Server software. First, we need to buy a SQL Server software, and then we need to buy our physical servers. We need to buy a hard disk. We need to buy our hardware resources, and we need to build all these things in a data centers. See here, so based on the data we are loading into a SQL Server database, Based on that, we need to buy our hardware disks, and then based on the number of users, and based on the your request, and then based on the your data, we need to install our hardware devices also to maintain to your hard disk or else your SQL Server data warehouse. We will be having a multiple database administrators to maintain your hardware resources. We will be having a multiple network engineers to maintain your SQL Server on-prem data warehouse. As I mentioned, you will be having a multiple things to maintain and then multiple things to take care here. Suppose let's say one example. This is your hard disk. Your hard disk capacity is around 10 TB. Through the ETL tool, you are loading a data into your SQL Server data warehouse, and whatever the data is loading into your SQL Server database, the data will be storing into your hard disk. The hard disk capacity is 10 TB. If once this hard disk capacity is full, if you are trying to load your data into a SQL Server data warehouse, once the hard disk is completed, capacity is completed, again you are trying to load the data, then it will not process the data. Your server will not respond, and it will stop the process the data, and then corresponding your ETL jobs will be failed because there is no sufficient hard disk in your server. Like that, if your hardware resources are not sufficient for your requests, then your ETL jobs will fail. Your ETL jobs will, suppose you are loading a data into you are processing a data into your SQL Server data warehouse. So for that data volume, the existing your hardware resources are not sufficient. Nothing but your CPU, your memory, your motherboard, etc., and your network, which is not sufficient for your request or your data value or your data processing, then also your ETL batch jobs will be failed. It will not process and it will not complete. So in this case, to proceed further or to load the data or to run your ETL batch jobs, again your DBA, your database administrators are required, your hardware engineers are required. If your hard disk and then physical servers are not supporting or not responding, again he need to take care, he will monitor all the things and he will upgrade the hardware capacity. And then if the hardware resources are not sufficient, again network engineers will take care about all these things. He will monitor and then he will upgrade to the next level. Then your daily ETL batch jobs will be run successfully. So what I mean to say, to maintain your traditional data warehouse or else on-prem servers, there are so many things need to be considered. There are so many things, physical servers or physical components need to be required to maintain all these things. We require a multiple database administrators. We require our hardware engineers to maintain all your traditional data warehouse. Daily, whatever the underlying ETL jobs are running, to monitor all those ETL batch jobs, there should be a dedicated resources are there in your traditional data warehouses. If something happened to your ETL batch jobs, we need to dig into the jobs and we need to check why this ETL job batch job has failed, and then we need to upgrade according to the error, and then we need to resolve, and then we need to rerun. We need to rerun all these things. So what I mean to say, instead of taking care all these things manually, instead of monitoring, instead of upgrading the servers, instead of upgrading the hardware resources, instead of upgrading the patches or latest softwares, to overcome all these things, we have our Snowflake Cloud ETL. What it will do? One second. See here, this is our Snowflake data warehouse. as we are loading a data in our traditional data from the sources, in our Snowflake we are loading a data from the any cloud provider. Data or files will be available. Files will be available in these cloud providers. We are loading. See here, the data will be available. Will be in any one cloud provider. The files will be available in any cloud provider. So from this cloud provider, the data will be loaded into the Snowflake and then into the target tables. The beauty of your Snowflake is just whatever the data it is there in the source, just you need to load the data into a Snowflake. The storage capacity and then hardware capacity, you no need to take care anything. You no need to take care anything from your organization. Just you will start load the data into Snowflake, or else you will start processing the data into your Snowflake. On behalf of your organization, the storage capacity and then hardware capacity will be taken care by Snowflake only. So whatever the data volume, irrespective of data volume, today you are processing around 10 TB of data. Tomorrow you are processing around 20 TB of data. Day after tomorrow, you are processing 2 TB of data. So irrespective of your data volume, automatically the storage capacity will be expanded by Snowflake. So based on your request, as the traditional data warehouse, there is no limitation for the storage capacity. There is no limitation for your hardware capacity. So based on your request, what is the meaning of request? The data inflow to your Snowflake. Your data inflow is like huge volume, so it doesn't care. So based on your request, it will analyze and then it will expand. It will expand its storage capacity and then it will process the data into Snowflake. Same like storage, it will also taken care by hardware resources also. So based on the request, it will increase its hardware capacity automatically. And also, if you want to increase manually, then you can increase. If you want to set up things to expand automatically, then you can set up that option also. So that is the beauty is available in the Snowflake. Unlike your traditional data warehouse. In traditional data warehouse, everything is manually we need to take care of everything. Here in your Snowflake, there are no much database administrators are required. There are no much hardware engineers are required. Just you need to take a subscription from the Snowflake. You need to take a subscription from the Snowflake and then start using your Snowflake cloud data warehouse. It will not stop you to process the request for any reason, because the architecture has built in such a way automatically the Snowflake cloud data warehouse will take care to process your request. It will never stop process your request for any reason like traditional data warehouse. Whatever the data we are processing, how many number of users are connected to your Snowflake, how many concurrent users are connected to your Snowflake, and how much big IO request they are submitting to the Snowflake cloud data, it doesn't care. Based on the IO request, based on the number of concurrent users, based on the data load, automatically internally it will calculate and then it will expand its storage and then hardware capacity. It will never stop process your requests. It will never stop request. So the beauty of this Snowflake is it will automatically expand its capacity and it will take care. Here there are no much database administrators are required to manage your Snowflake. Automatically the Snowflake will take care on behalf of your organization or you. So this is the high level definition, the difference between the cloud data warehouse and then traditional data warehouse, and then definition of the Snowflake. Guys, do you have any doubts in understanding what is the Snowflake and then difference between the cloud data warehouse and then traditional data warehouse? Any doubts in these 2 points? Fine. So we will discuss what and all the great features are available in the Snowflake. We will discuss one by one. Comparing to our traditional data warehouse, we have a n number of very good features in Snowflake, which are very good, and then those features are not available in other data warehouse. See, this first one is great performance and then scalability. Why this Snowflake has this great performance? The very first thing is, as I mentioned, in Snowflake, the storage component and then hardware component both working separately. In case of our traditional data warehouse, storage and then hardware component both are having the dependency, and in case of a Snowflake, the storage component and then hardware component, they have separated and they are working independently. There is no dependency between the one component to another component. And also they have implemented, like, when the data is stored into the Snowflake, the data will be stored in a very optimized way, and data will be stored in the compressed manner, and the data will be stored in the column format in a micro partitions. We will discuss all these things as part of our regular class. As this architecture has designed like this, we can able to see the performance from the Snowflake data warehouse in a very fast manner comparing to other data warehouses. What is the meaning of this scalability? Nothing but, suppose if you are using your Snowflake for a 1 week, out of this 1 week, you are using only 5 days, you are not using only for 2 days, then you are going to pay for only 5 days. You are not going to pay for the another 2 days. Another example, suppose if you are using in a 1 day, in a 24 hours, you are using only 10 hours, you are going to pay only for the 10 hours. You are not going to pay for the remaining 14 hours. So that's what it has the beauty of the scalability. What is this zero management? As I mentioned earlier, you don't need to take care of your Snowflake environments. Instead of you or your organization, your Snowflake will take care, like expansion of your storage capacity, hardware capacity, etc. And then what is this convenient pricing? As I mentioned in the scalability, whatever you are using, you are going to pay for that only. Suppose if you are using only 2 hours per day, you are going to pay only for 2 hours. You are not going to pay for 22 hours. How it is going to work means, suppose let's consider you are working on the Snowflake environment, and for XYZ reason you stop to work on the Snowflake environment. After continuous 10 or 20 minutes, it will go into a suspension mode. Automatically, it will go into the suspension mode. And whenever you start to working on the Snowflake environment, automatically it will become a enable. It will become into a enable mode. Whenever it is going into a suspension mode, and then it will stop to charge on your organization. So that is what it is, convenient pricing. What about this virtual compute warehouse? Virtual compute warehouse is the hardware resources to your Snowflake, environment, which is a very, very important concept, and we will discuss more and more on this in our regular classes. What about this undrop? So, which is very good feature in Snowflake. Suppose if any one database object is deleted, any database object, nothing but database or schema or table, unexpectedly or knowingly or unknowingly, any one table or object is deleted, you can able to restore using undrop statement immediately with original state. So that is the beauty. In case of our regular traditional data warehouse, I will show you. See what we need to do. If any table or database is deleted in our traditional database, what we need to do? So we need to identify the latest backup. Which is the latest backup? So which is the latest backup? We need to go into the latest backup. and then we need to restore that latest backup into a database. Then your original table will be available, original object will be available in your database. See, we need to check all the database, all the latest backup manually, and then restore that backup device into your database. Then you will get your original table. So in case of your Snowflake, you no need to do all these things. You no need to do all these things. Just using your undraft statement, you can able to restore your original table into your database. See how many steps you can able to avoid here. So these are the headache. You need to go into see there will be n number of backups. So for that backups, you need to check and then you need to restore. So that is multiple steps are involved here. So to avoid all these things, just you need to execute a undraft statement. You can able to restore that original table into your database. Object cloning. What this is also very good feature. Suppose let's consider what is this object cloning. Suppose your project is executing, your project is running, and then you need to start a development of your objects in your project. You need a production copy. Suppose this is your production database. You need this production database into your development. Copy of production database into your development. What you need to do? You need to take a backup of this production database. Copy of this backup you need to restore into this database, and then you will start working on your database development. You will start working on your development things in this development environment. Instead of doing all these steps, just using a cloning, you can able to copy the production database and you can restore into your dev environment, so that you can able to use that database easily. No need to take care, no need to take all these things, and no need to do any manual things. Just using a cloning, you can able to copy the database, and then you can able to restore into another database and start using. So there are many things are there here, good features. So what is this semi-structured data? So apart from your traditional data, you can able to process this semi-structured data also. Next, what is this time travel concept? Suppose if any n number of records are deleted from your table, suppose if any n number of records are deleted from the table, using a time travel concept, you can able to restore those data or records into your table. What I mean to say, suppose if you have a customer table, from the customer table you have 100 records. Out of 100 records, if 10 records are deleted, if you want to restore those 10 records, then using your time travel concept, you can able to restore immediately without doing any manual things. So that is the beauty we have here. This change dimension, change data capture, and then streams and tasks. This is a normal concept only. Secure data sharing and then Snowflake cloud account. This is a data sharing concept is very good concept. We will see as part of our course. And then what about the Snowflake Snowpipe means? To load the data automatically into to load the data or ingest the data into a Snowflake automatically, then we are going to work with the Snowpipe object. So these are the couple of high level discussion on the good features which are available in the Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse. So this is a course content. What we are going to discuss as part of our course. So I am going to target this course in a 35 classes. And the prerequisite for this course is, if anyone has a SQL knowledge, then it will be added advantage. If you don't have any SQL knowledge, no need to worry. We will take care as part of our course, and then we will explain you. If you don't have a SQL knowledge. But what I can say, if you have a SQL knowledge, then it will be very good. So you can continue from there. So from tomorrow onwards, 6 a.m. We are going to start our new batch from tomorrow. What is the date today? 5, 6, Monday. Yeah. From Monday onwards, we are going to start our new batch as a Snowflake development class. So this is the course content for this course. So once completion of this course, we will support you to prepare the interviews also, to prepare the resume also, and also we will provide you some soft skills how you need to work in the real-time environments. If you don't have any real-time experience, then we are going to help you, or we are going to explain you how you need to work in the real-time environment. Suppose, how do you schedule your meetings in Outlook? How do you schedule your meeting in Teams? How do you communicate? How do you communicate in the groups in a Teams? Some etc. So those things and all we will take care if you don't have any real-time experience also. And also we are going to help you to provide some consultancy details also. If you want to put some experience, if you don't have any real-time experience, if you want to put some experience, then we will help you to provide the consultancy details also. We are not providing the consultancy, but I will help you and I will provide you the contact details, best consultancy details. They will maintain the standards, and then they will pass your BCC also, background check also. So I will provide the as part of I will provide if required that details also. So how is the career on Snowflake currently in the market? See, in currently, as Snowflake has a tremendous good futures and beautiful futures. Traditional data warehouse or on-prem servers are moving into a Snowflake cloud data warehouse. In the current market, all the maximum projects are migrating from on-prem servers into Snowflake cloud data warehouse. The market is looking for a very good and then a good Snowflake developers, and they are having the huge demand on the Snowflake requirement. Really, if you are a good Snowflake developer, so you have a chance to get the job within 1 or 2 months once you complete the course and once you complete everything. There are a number of calls in the market. Daily you will get the 5 to 6 calls in the market on Snowflake developer. And also, comparing to other technologies, currently on the Snowflake, they are providing a very good package also comparing to other technologies. So if you learn and if you practice very well, if you learn very well, if you are comfortable on the Snowflake topics, whatever we are going to discuss as part of our class, day by day, if you are going to practice, if you are going to study well, if you are going to prepare well, if you travel along with me in the class, then that is more than enough. Once you complete the course, you can able to prepare the resume and then start applying in your now clear monster portals. Then afterwards you will start receiving calls. If really you are sound in Snowflake concept, then not at all problem. So you will get a job in as a Snowflake developer in the market. So what are the certifications? What are the certifications we have? So as Snow Pro core certification is the basic certification, and remaining and all advanced certifications. Once you get the experience on Snowflake, then you can attempt for this advanced certifications. What are the roles and responsibilities of a Snowflake developer? Means, as I mentioned, currently the projects are migration projects are executing in the market. You will be working on the migration projects from a on-prem servers into on-prem servers into a Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse. Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse. Nothing but suppose, see here. So this is your on-prem server. This is your Snowflake environment. Snowflake environment. Fine. To migrate the data from SQL server to Snowflake, you have a two ways. Either by connecting ETL tool, you can able to load the data into Snowflake, or else by loading the files into AWS, and then you can load the data into Snowflake. We are going to discuss this part. Loading the files into any cloud provider, and then load the data into Snowflake. And also, apart from this data moving, you will be working on the code movement also. If your stored processes are available in your stored process, or views are available in the SQL server, you are going to move this code into SQL server. So this is a high level. What you are going to do once you get a job on the Snowflake. Fine. And then so you can apply in the market as a Snowflake developer, Snowflake data engineer, and then cloud data warehouse engineer, data analyst, and then data scientist. You have these many opportunities once you learn this course, Snowflake development. You have these many opportunities in the market. Once you are comfortable on this course and then concepts, so you can able to apply all these opportunities. So this is about high level discussion on the Snowflake, guys. Now, if you have any queries, then you can discuss with me. And then from tomorrow, March 6th, from tomorrow onwards, we are going to start a new batch at 6 a.m. So regular classes will be start from tomorrow at 6 a.m. Now we can discuss if you have any questions, guys. Hello.
Yeah. Yes, Shekhar, this is Vanita.
Yeah, hi Vanita.
Yeah, actually I have a doubt. So the starting you mentioned that Snowflake software would be available on the one of the clouds, right? I mean Amazon or the GCP or something.
No. Which is built this Snowflake, your Snowflake cloud data warehouse is built on top of any one cloud provider. I will show you while creating a Snowflake account. I will show you how it has built on top of this cloud providers. I will show you while creating a Snowflake account.
Okay.
Yeah, you can proceed.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, as of now, I was in assumption that is there a separate cloud is available for the Snowflake kind of Snowflake, so that we can access. I mean, the files we can access from the S3 or something.
No. See, we will not do anything internally. There is a connection between these cloud providers and then Snowflake. While creation of our Snowflake account, you will select any one this cloud provider. You are not going to set up any one cloud. You are not going to do any setup. You will select any cloud provider, and fine. You will select one cloud provider, and then you will create your Snowflake account. Second thing is, while working with the Snowflake, to load the data, we are going to create one AWS account. As I have an experience in AWS and then Snowflake, I am going to explain you with the AWS and the Snowflake. While loading a data, the files will be available. The files will be available in one second. The files will be available in AWS. So we are going to create an AWS account and then make a connection between this AWS account. As of now, if I explain all these things, you will get a confusion. You no need to worry. We are not going to you are not going to do anything in these things and all. While creating a Snowflake account, you will select, you will be having the one option to select the cloud. Just you will select that option and then you will create the account. That makes sense? Your doubt, Valita?
Yeah, that's clear, Shekhar. Thank you.
Okay, fine. Others?
Sir, what are the various ETL tools that supports load data into Snowflake?
See, in market, the trending combination of Snowflake ETL tool is Medallion. So we are discussing on Snowflake development. If you want to learn Medallion also, then you need to look into that also. We are going to discuss on the Snowflake development. If this is for your question, so Medallion is a trending. Medallion ETL is a trending combination of your Snowflake. Apart from this Medallion, you will be having the Talent ETL tool also. And apart from the Talent, regular ETL tools like Informatica, data source, those things and also. Yeah. Is that clear, Jyoti Prakash?
Yes, sir. So you are saying like, sir, all the traditional ETL tool along with that, Medallion is trending now to like.
Along with the Snowflake, Medallion is the trending. Second thing is Talent.
Okay, Talent.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Any other questions, guys? Any other questions, guys?
Hey, hi Shekhar, this is Surya. So
Hey, hi,
to
Surya.
become a Snowflake, do we we have hands-on in developing code, anything or not need?
Now, can you repeat once again your question, Surya?
If you want to become a Snowflake hands-on, so any developing codes and Java code, those things are required to become expert?
No. If you have a good knowledge in SQL, that is more than enough. Apart from that, whatever we are going to discuss as part of our course, if you are comfortable on those topics, that is more than enough.
Okay. Thank you.
But if you have a SQL knowledge, then it will be added advantage.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah, thank you.
So clarified your question?
Yes, thank you.
Super. Others? Others, any doubt?
Sir,
And what about the labs practice here? I mean, daily
No,
logging.
so there is no separate like configurations or softwares are required for the Snowflake practice. I will create a Snowflake account in front of you. I will make you to create a Snowflake account. Just you need to log into the internet and then start create the account. That is a free trial version provided by the Snowflake. It will be valid for the 30 days. Once that is completed, then you can create one more account, also multiple accounts. Whatever I am going to discuss, whatever I am going to execute the code, whatever I am going to give the example as part of the code, as part of the classes and session, the same thing I am going to share with you end of the each session, so that you can practice the things from your end and yourself itself.
Got it. Thank you.
So
Thank you.
makes sense your question?
Yeah, thank you.
No need to worry. I will make you to practice. I will make you to read. I will make you to become a comfortable on the Snowflake things. The only thing is, I need a support from you to practice at least minimum 2 to 3 hours and then start working on the things. Then only you will become a comfortable on the Snowflake concepts, because these things are all new concepts which are not available in the any other data warehouses. So you will never aware of these things and all. These are the new concepts, so that whatever we are going to discuss as part of the regular class, for sure you need to practice same day itself. Then only you will become a comfortable on the topic. If you postpone to practice 2 to 3 sessions, After 2 to 3 sessions, you start practicing means then everything will be new things. Then it will become a little bit complexity and then confusion, and then it will stop to practicing. Make sense? Okay. Next. Any question?
Yeah, Shekhar. Is there any real-time project, at least one project are we going to do as part of this course?
Real-time projects. See, real-time projects, I will explain you how the things will be there, but difficult to provide you a real-time project.
Yeah,
But I will explain you how the things will be. So whatever we are going to discuss as part of our course, all the things, whatever we are going to work in the project, same thing will be discussed here. I will explain you how the scenarios will be there, but real-time projects, it is difficult.
Okay.
See, I can't give you a fake promise, right, Vanita, like others.
Okay. Yeah.
So always see, real time is real time only.
Yeah, I agree that. Right.
No, real time is real time only. I can't give you a but maximum I will try to provide you a the exact scenarios. Apart from that, still, if you are not comfortable, then I will explain you how the things are there in the real time environment.
Okay, thank you, Shekhar.
So regarding certification, like, can you get any assistance? Like,
Yeah, whatever we are going to discuss in the things, if you are perfect on those topics, then you can able to attempt Snow Pro Core certification.
okay. So like that certification you need to take from outside or maybe from DURGASOFT or
No, from outside only. That is your interest.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Any other questions? So how many are comfortable to attend on 6 a.m. batch? So we have a currently 6 a.m. slot only. So how many are interested to attend in 6 a.m. batch from tomorrow?
Sir, can you have some other timing also, because 6 a.m. will be little bit early. Any other timings?
7 a.m. already batch started. Couple of sessions are completed. For now, continue 6 a.m. After couple of sessions, then you can continue in the 7 a.m.
Okay, sir.
But we don't have any evening timings. Like I will be having the work. I will be in the evening timings from 5 o'clock onwards, 6 o'clock onwards. The calls will be started. I will be occupied, and then till 8:30. There are back-to-back calls, right? Back-to-back calls, and it is difficult in the evening times actually. The one when the customers, US customers, are started in the evening 5-6 o'clock, and then from that time onwards I will be occupied, right? So that it is difficult in the evening. So that I currently am running 6 a.m. and then 7 a.m. batch. Already 7 a.m. batch started. If you continue in the 6 a.m. batch for at least couple of sessions for 1 week, then we can plan. If you are interested into 7 a.m., we can plan like that. Make sense?
Okay, sir. Yes, got it, sir.
Yeah. Any doubts, guys? Currently, frankly speaking, currently Snowflake has very good trending. This is the right time to catch the market. If you spend 1 more year, maybe it will become a normal, and then competition will start. Currently, the market is looking for the candidates. This is the right time, actually, I can say. Any doubts, guys? Still? If you don't have any doubts, then we will continue from tomorrow 6 a.m. onwards. If you have any general questions, you can ask me, or else we will close the session and then we will start regular classes from tomorrow 6 a.m. No questions? Okay, guys. We will meet tomorrow at 6 a.m. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.